Alright, I might have a good one for you. Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 6, Episode 4, What video game is being played in the background? We get some very clear shots of this game throughout this scene, and my very first thought was that this was GoldenEye, but as I looked up gameplay of GoldenEye, nothing matched up enough, so from there, it was time to track down what first-person shooter this was. This episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer aired on October 16th, 2001, so I simply began by looking for 2001 first-person shooters. Halo Combat Evolved, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Serious Sam, Red Faction, Ghost Recon, James Bond 007 Agent Under Fire, a personal favorite from my childhood, but it definitely wasn't any of these first-person shooters or any that I could find from 2001. So I went to the year 2000 and began looking there. The first game that popped up in the Google search for 2000 first-person shooters was the operative No One Lives Forever, a first-person spy shooter with some stealth elements and some legitimately funny comedic moments throughout. As I was skimming through a playthrough of this game to see if it might actually be the gameplay from Buffy, I wasn't convinced. The HUD from this YouTube playthrough just didn't match up with this HUD from the show, so I dismissed the game hoping to find what it actually was. Couldn't find any other first-person shooters that matched. No One Lives Forever looked pretty similar, but that's the thing with first-person shooters. A lot of them look very similar when simply skimming through gameplay trying to find a specific one. Eventually, I went back to No One Lives Forever and watched a few different videos that showcased different iterations of the HUD, but it still didn't match up perfectly, and when I make these videos, I always want to make sure that I 100% have found the correct game. So I figured I'd just watch gameplay to see if I can find the exact level that's shown here in the show, and eventually, I found this. In Season 6, Episode 4 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the operative No One Lives Forever is being played in the background, and they are specifically playing Scene 4 of the game titled Safecracker. This appears to be an early build of the game that was showcased here in the show because the HUD is a little different from any of the playthroughs that I could find, but thankfully, the level design is mostly unchanged, and I was able to find the exact moment from the game that shows up in the episode. If you know of a scene from a particular movie or show where someone is playing a video game but you don't know what game it is they're playing, let me know in the comments and I'll figure it out for you.